to Retired Happy. I'm your Retired Happy friend from Mississippi, and I'm Carolyn. So this is a Sunday afternoon that I'm sitting here talking to you, and this is one of the hottest days we've had so far. I think it's going to be up around 98 today and tomorrow, and all this week, and no rain right now. So I hope you're making it okay through this hot weather. And my thankful for today, again, I'll just keep repeating it, is my air conditioning and my ice maker. I am just so thankful that we have a cool house to live in, because I remember the days when we didn't have an air-conditioned house. So today is going to be a little bit different. And today I'm going to take you with me on a visit to the Children's Museum and the Natural Science Museum in Jackson. And that's about maybe 5 miles from my house. It's just right down on the north part of Jackson in the LaFleur Bluff State Park. So I'm meeting my grandson, his wife, and his 3 little boys from Colorado. They've come down for a visit. And since my house is not kid-friendly anymore, we came up on this, I think this is about 3 years now. We have been meeting at the Natural Science Museum, and these 3 little boys can run and play and get all their energy out, and it's also very educational. They get to see the fish. This time it's the Ice Age dinosaurs. Last time we went, they had dinosaurs, but it was a different kind, but they love seeing everything. So I hope you enjoy this visit. Let me know in the comments if you have been there. If you do come through Jackson, we have so many things to see. We have the Children's Museum, which I'll show you the front of, but it doesn't do justice to what's on the inside of that museum. So that's what we'll do today. I had planned part 2 on my retirement journey. It's not what I expected. So that's what I had planned to do until we had this visit today. And I will put a picture of all of us at the end of it. They said they wouldn't mind me sharing them and what our little visit today. So hope you enjoy this. Now tomorrow's going to also be a little bit different. Tomorrow on the Retired Happy Cooking, my granddaughter, who you remember the visit, you enjoyed seeing the visit that when Leslie, my daughter, was here. Well, this is going to be Leslie's daughter, who is she has submitted a video in one of her recipes that she's done, which is buffalo chicken dip. So tomorrow, that's what will be on. It will be in the new cookbook. It's a recipe she has made often, and she made a video showing how to make it. So I hope you enjoy that. I'll probably take up, from what I'm planning right now, take up on the retired journey. It's not what I expected on Thursday. So my good word for today, I was listening to the radio and Adrian Rogers was on, and I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with who he is or not, but he is a very well-known evangelist and minister, and he was talking about time, and it was very meaningful to me. So I'm going to just share with you a little bit about what he said about time. So this is the good word for today. Time, God has given us 2 great gifts. The first of all is Jesus Christ. The second is time. Time is an opportunity. Take advantage of every opportunity that we have, and when God opens the door, don't be afraid to step through it. How we use our time is up to us. Every morning is a new beginning. It tells us in the Bible that His goodness is new every morning, every day. And sometimes we may think, well, I just don't have time to do that, or my neighbor down the street has more time than I do to do something. Well, that's fine, because they can do that because they have more time. He said, no, that's not true. We all have 24 hours a day, and that's true. And so we all have 24 hours a day, and it's up to us on how we spend that 24 hours. So the difference is how we use the time that we have. And think of time as a provided opportunity. It's a present opportunity right here and now. So I thought that was very interesting, and it was very meaningful to me to think about time that way, especially in retirement, on this retirement journey. Most often we have more time that we can use, and then we can decide each day when we get up that morning how we're going to use the 24 hours in that day. So now our cookbook is coming along. Thank you all so much. We are up to 76 recipes, and the latest ones we have gotten, Lori from West Virginia has submitted the lemon curd and the strawberries and cream cookies. So Gwen from Mississippi has 5-minute mandarin orange jello salad. Kalysa from Florida, buffalo chicken dip. Jessica from Serbia, the cabbage with egg rolls. I have submitted 2 that's going in the this and that section, the weed be gone and the deer repellent. And my son is going to submit a bug repellent. I'm going to have to get his recipe for that. Linda has submitted chicken and dumplings, Ms. Fields cookies, Gail's Cherry Yum Yum. Sue from Illinois has submitted the taco dip, Brandy Alexander cake, cocktail Reuben sandwiches, and cheddar cheese baked dip. And I was so happy when I went to my mailbox and checked my mail, and I had 3 envelopes in it with recipes in it. So thank you all so much. And like I said, we are up to 76. So this is, we're nearing the end of July. So if you keep submitting your recipes, it's entirely possible we can get up to 150 by maybe November, and then we can have the cookbooks ready and printed before Christmas, and they would make great Christmas gifts. So think about that, and please get your recipes on in so I can get them entered in the computer, and maybe we can get this new cookbook out. It'll be Retired Happy Cooking to Friends and Community. So I hope we make it and we can get it out before Christmas. Then we'll have to come up with another project. And speaking of projects, my little sock, y'all, I messed up on the heel, and I don't really know why, but I'm taking all of my stitches out of my heel flap that I had done, and I'm almost down to the beginning of the row again, but it just was not looking right and doing right, and I could tell something was going askew. So I've been watching a video. It's Knitting Bloom, and I watched her video on how to do the heel, and it looks really simple. So as soon as I think I have about 1 or 2 more rows that I have to take out, and then I'll be ready to follow her video and start again on the heel flap. And I think the way she's explaining it and showing it, I can follow her video and get my heel flap done. There we go. Now my next project, this is my stack of tote bags that we did, the flat bottom tote bags. So they're right there, and I have, I believe, 2 more tote bags that I need to make, and then I'll have all of them done that I want to make for Christmas gifts. So the video on the flat bottom tote bag is back a little bit of maybe last month. But this, I did show how to make the tote bag with the flat bottom. And I showed, this is the inside, the lining, and the outside. And then I also showed how to make the sunglasses case or the glasses case to go with it. So I have almost all of them done that I want to do for Christmas gifts, but I do have 1 or 2 more. So while it's so hot and too hot to be outside, I'm going to spend my time finishing that up. And then when the weather gets nice and I can be outside, we'll go back to that. So enjoy this video. Let me know how you like seeing all the fish and the birds and the alligators and the dinosaurs and all that these little boys just had so much fun seeing. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you my own wildlife that I had at my house, and I'll show my little green gecko that hangs out on my back porch. I haven't asked you this in a good while, but I'm also going to ask you if you would please like, comment, and subscribe. And the way YouTube does this, they look at how many likes, how many comments, how many subscribes. I appreciate every single one of the comments you send in because it encourages me and it supports me. And I spend usually about 30 hours a week on the videos, making it, videoing it, editing it, and then actually posting it, writing down the recipes in the comment section. So it's something I enjoy, and it's something that I'm so glad God opened up the door and the opportunity for me to do this. But I need your help and your support to keep going and to keep doing it. So if you'll do those three things, I really, really appreciate it. And YouTube is watching to see where my videos post. So if you'll like, subscribe, hit the little bell by this notification, and if you hit the bell on always, it'll let you know when a new one's coming out, and then comment. But this past week, and maybe this week, I'll have the regular Retired Happy video like this one is today, and then Tuesday and Friday I had the Retired Happy cooking video, which I'm going to be featuring recipes that's going to be in the next cookbook. So I have so many recipes already videoed that I'm going to be showing, so I hope you enjoy those. Any suggestions? Any positive suggestions you have in the comments, please put them in, and please keep your comments positive, uplifting, and supporting. Thank you so much. Share your smile with everyone along the way, because it's free. Everybody needs a smile, and everybody needs your encouragement in this world that we're living in right now. Thank you. I'm going and meet my grandson and his three little boys at the Children's Museum here in Jackson. Now we have a Children's Museum and we have a Science Museum. So we usually meet at the Science Museum, and that may be where we're meeting again. And it's a fun place to go and visit, and those three little boys can run and play. This is St. Dominic Hospital up ahead of us, and I'm on my way to meet my grandson, his wife, and my three little great-grandsons for a fun day of visiting. They're coming all the way from Colorado and taking time out of their day to come visit with me. So this is the view of the hospital coming from the east going to the west, and we're going to the Natural Science, the Museum of Natural Science. And it looks like they still have the dinosaur exhibit, so the Museum of Natural Science. And this is LaFleur's Bluff State Park. And I'll let you see the Children's Museum, because it is really, really a spectacular museum for the children. Now the Children's Museum is straight ahead. This is a playground. They have really done a lot in this little state park to improve it. So this is the Mississippi Children's Museum. And this has been provided by the Junior League of Mississippi. And it is a fantastic place for children to learn and explore and play. So now we're to the entrance of the Museum of Natural Science, and this is just amazing. The children get to come in and see fish and dinosaurs, and it's a great place for three little boys to run and play. And it is a hot day in Mississippi. So I think the high today is supposed to be 98 today and yesterday. So there's some of the dinosaurs that they get to look at and play with. And this is the entrance, so we're going to find a parking place and go in. So this is the dinosaurs of the Ice Age.
There's actually a vision here that you may not have even noticed
I'm
yet.
sorry.
He's very elusive.
One time.
He is at the top,
Stand one
over
time.
there in the corner.
One time. Okay, good girl. That's good.
All right. He is in alligator guard, which you probably noticed them more from fresh water, but they go pretty far out to top water. We have two monsters down in the Pearl River exhibit, and we actually have the state record hanger from the ceiling.